Good day, my name is Sharon Grimes. I'm with the St. Croix Seashell Society. We have a seashell museum located at the St. George Village Botanical Garden. I invite everyone to go visit both the Botanical Garden and the Seashell Museum. Today I'm going to talk about cephalopods, which are the families of octopus, cuttlefish, squid, and nautilus. They are in the phylum Mollusca, just like the bivalves and the gastropods, the other seashells that we know. They have been around for about 500 million years. There are over 800 living species. You may be familiar with the fossils of the ammonites. They were the predecessor of today's nautilus. The cephalopods live between 7 feet and 13,000 feet deep in the ocean. Most live for only 1 or 2 years with a maximum of 5 years, except for the nautiluses, which can live for as long as 15 years. They have bilateral symmetry, which means if you slice them right down the middle, the right side would mirror the left side. Think of an octopus. They have long tentacles around the mouth, a large head, a pair of large eyes, and a sharp beak. And many of them are able to squirt a cloud of dark inky liquid to confuse predators. Only the nautilus has an external shell. And the word cephalopod means head foot, referring to the way cephalopod's head connects to its many arms. Octopus are usually solitary animals. They have 8 arms with the suckers. They don't have any internal shell, so they can squeeze into tight places, and they are able to squirt the ink to confuse predators. I have been inked by an octopus under the Frederiksted Pier when I was diving. Octopus are highly intelligent. You may have seen videos of, educational videos of octopus being challenged to open a jar that has food on the inside, and they can figure out how to take the lid off and get their arm in and get the food out. They can change colors and textures instantly to blend with their environment. And they range from 1 to 3 feet long, though some can reach 18 feet. The genus Orgonata secretes a thin calcareous egg case. I have one here. This one is a particularly small one. It's hollow, it's not chambered like a chambered nautilus. But the octopus will it generates this with its body, and then it lays its eggs on the inside, and then it sets on top of the eggs while the eggs wait until they hatch. So this is an egg case, not a seashell. The picture of the octopus here on the left is one that I took at the aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia. And this one is a video of the same octopus just in his aquarium there, wiggling his legs around. So they can wiggle all sorts of ways. Next, I want to talk about cuttlefish. They have 8 arms, but they also have 2 other tentacles. The cuttlefish bone that you may have heard of before is actually a bone. People use it in bird cages, and the birds can nibble on it to increase the calcium in their bodies. The cuttlefish uses the cuttle bone. It's a remnant of a shell in a earlier version of cuttlefish, but it's filled with gas chambers to help the cuttlefish control buoyancy as it moves up and down. They are undulate their fins to hovers. They can also change their colors and textures instantly to blend in with the environment. Most are from 6 to 10 inches long, though one species can reach 20 inches and weigh 23 pounds. I don't have a sample of a cuttlefish bone, but these are pictures of cuttlefish that I took at an aquarium in Boston. The next cephalopod is the squid. It also has 8 arms plus 2 other tentacles. It has a small internal shell made of chitin, like your fingernails. They also can distract predators by ejecting the cloud of ink, and they can change colors to blend with the environment. They resemble cuttlefish, but they're longer and thinner and can swim faster. I've seen squid under the pier in Frederiksted, and I've seen squid while I'm even snorkeling at Cane Bay. The cuttlefish is only in the Pacific, but squid are worldwide. The giant squid, which lives very deep in the ocean, is longer than the school bus and is the largest cephalopod. The genus species Spirula has an internal shell. It's the only squid that has an internal shell. Get it? Why can't I get it? Okay, there it is. It's a very tiny shell. Most people, its common name is a ram's horn because it looks like a ram's horn. It is chambered, and each chamber is sealed off. You find these on the beach frequently in St. Croix. So next time you find one, remember that it's not a seashell, it is the internal shell of a squid. The picture to the left is a regular squid swimming around in the water, and the squid that looks like he is in a basket is the species that makes the ram's horn shell. The last cephalopod I want to talk about is the chambered nautilus. It also has 8 arms and 2 other tentacles, and it has an external shell. This is a very large, beautiful shell of a chambered nautilus. I think you can see that the chamber is sealed off. The animal lives only in the last chamber of the shell. I have one that has been sliced. You can see how each chamber is sealed off, and there is a siphon hole that runs through here that has a tube, that it's a tissue tube, and the animal can fill it with either air or liquid to move up and down in the water column, and it controls buoyancy, and it rises up and down in the water column to feed at night. This is a live chambered nautilus that I took at the zoo in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Aquarium in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So thank you for joining me to listen about cephalopods. I hope you learned something interesting, and I hope you come to visit the St. Croix Seashell Museum. Thank you.